In the heart of the city, where buses roared and horns cried from sunrise to sunset, there was a narrow corner people called Hidden Street. Most people crossed it without looking twice. To them, it was just another crowded junction, filled with traffic, dust, and children selling things under the burning sun. But for 12-year-old Malik, Hidden Street was the whole world. Every morning before dawn, Malik carried a tray of bottled water and chewing gum on his head. He moved carefully between cars, calling softly to drivers. Cold water, sweet gum. Some drivers ignored him, some waved him away. A few gave him coins without ever looking into his eyes. Yet every evening, after the traffic faded and the city lights blinked awake, Malik would sit behind an old newspaper stand with something very precious hidden inside his torn backpack. A notebook. Its pages were wrinkled, stained by rain, but inside were hundreds of drawings. Tall buildings, glass bridges, schools with giant playgrounds, homes with gardens. Malik loved drawing the buildings he saw across the city. Whenever traffic slowed, he stared at construction sites more than the expensive cars beside them. One day, while selling water near a large office building, he noticed workers carrying blueprints. He watched carefully as a woman wearing a yellow safety helmet explained something to the engineers. For the first time in his life, he learned a new word: architect. That night, under dim candlelight, he wrote it boldly across his notebook: architect. From then on, every empty page became a dream. While other boys rested after work, Malik stayed awake sketching towers beneath the flickering candlelight. His little sister often slept beside him as he drew windows, roads, and parks where children could play safely instead of begging on the streets. But life on Hidden Street was not kind. Some days, rain soaked everything he sold. Some days, police chased the street children away. Some days, he earned barely enough to buy bread for his family. Still, Malik never stopped drawing. One hot afternoon, while traffic stood frozen under the blazing sun, a woman sitting inside a silver car noticed him sketching on the back of an old carton. "What are you drawing?" she asked. Malik hesitated. Most adults never ask questions like that. "A school," he replied quietly. The woman smiled gently. "Did you design it yourself?" He nodded. For a long moment, she stared silently at the drawing. The tiny details amazed her: the windows, the staircases, even playground measurements carefully marked with pencil lines. "What's your name?" she asked softly. "Malik." "Well, Malik," she said, "you have a gift." Before driving away, she handed him a small card. The next day, Malik discovered she worked at a community center that helped vulnerable children return to school. At first, he was afraid to go. Maybe it was too good to be true. But after weeks of encouragement, Malik finally visited the center. And for the first time in years, someone handed him real drawing pencils. For the first time, someone called him student. Months passed. Malik still remembered Hidden Street, but now his notebook looked different. Its pages were filled, not only with dreams, but with possibilities. One evening, he stood near the same junction where he once sold water. Cars still rushed by, children still ran between buses carrying trays on their heads. And Malik whispered softly to himself, "One day, I'll build something better for them." Because every child on the street carries more than hardship. They carry dreams, talent, stories waiting to be seen.